with another edition. We're here with another edition of Talk. Here. What's up, man? What are we doing today?
What's going on?
Not much. I just.
We had a conversation the other day. I guess you lost it. So to revisit that.
Yeah, about Barry
What
Mills.
that was all about.
It was about Barry Mills getting into a fist fight with somebody.
Yeah. Well, I know about that. Have names.
Right.
And during the fist fight, he got knocked down a couple times. Well, he'd get back up, get fighting again. It's like here's the thing. Everybody can fight. Everybody can fight. It's just some fight better than others.
Right.
And some are actually trained in fighting. Some are boxers, some are wrestlers, some are, with knives, with guns, with whatever, right?
Yeah.
And some are just better than others. I remember when Gotti got in a fight with that kid off the East Coast. The kid was younger than him, bigger than him, could fight, knocked Gotti down a couple times. Gotti jumped back up and get the fight.
Right.
That's just how it is, right? So Barry was, he can fight, but he was basically a killer. And he was basically a bushwhacker. That was his thing. He wasn't even a head-up knife fighter. He was like a bushwhacker. So, but he can fight. And I mean, if you push him in the corner, he'll fight and all that.
Right.
That's just how that is, right? I remember when I was a kid, we came up fighting. We were trained in the ring on the east side, Provost East Side Gym. We used to fight in the gym, stuff like that. And then we were doing most of our fighting in the streets. Fist fighting, hands, feet, knees, learning how to kick. And went and just naturally evolved into knives and what we call church keys and big can openers, baseball bats, toe chains with fish hooks tied to them. We just, got it all and then naturally evolved into guns, right? So that's just how this stuff goes, man. So in jail, and it's like I told you before about like Tyson, when Tyson and Buster Douglas had that fight. 99 times out of 100, Tyson's going to beat him.
Right.
That particular day, Buster Douglas fucked Tyson up. He knocked him down, had him, I forget how many times he knocked him down, had him on his hands and knees, drunk, crawling around in a ring's floor looking for his mouthpiece. I mean, he fucked him up.
Yeah, that was unusual.
Yeah, well, it's unusual, but here's the thing. You can get into a fight with someone, and if you aren't on the top of your game, or you're sleeping on the dude a little bit, and he catches you with a good right hand or a hook or something, you're in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all there is to it. I remember one time I was sparring with a dude. We had gloves on in a basement in a ring, and the guy's name was Terry Rosen. Anyhow, he caught me with a left hook. I didn't even see it. That's usually how it is. You don't even see it, right? Thing. And one minute I was squared off with him. Next minute I'm sitting on my ass.
Right.
And I wasn't really stunned or drunk or anything. He just caught me just right and put me on my pockets, man.
Wow.
That's just how it is, man. So, if you get in a fight, I tell guys this all the time. When you get in the ring and you're getting ready to fight, the referee tells you this. Keep it clean and protect yourself at all times. That's how it is, man. You got to have your guards up. You got to protect your head, your jaw, your neck, your fucking ribs, your body. And then you slip and slide, you bob and weave, and that's just how you do that, right? Some people are trained in that. And if you're not trained in that, it's not a good idea to start a fist fight with a professional boxer.
Right.
Because there's a good chance you're going to get fucked up. And same thing like I told you the other day, man. If you aren't proficient with a piece of steel, Don't start a sword fight with Zorro. He's gonna fuck your ass up. He's gonna carve all his. You're gonna have Z's all over your ass. He's gonna be carving his initial all over your ass, right?
Right.
So that's just how it is, man. Welcome to the planet Earth, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So who else was like? Who was good fighters besides Barry? I mean, What about Sahakian and?
Well, these guys are. They're big guys.
Right.
Sahakian didn't know that big. Maybe he's 6'1", 6'1", maybe 230.
That's a big guy.
Mac is like 6'4", something about 250, 260. In good shape. They can fight, got heart, all that.
Who's Mac? Mac who? Oh, McEllery? What's his name? Mac.
Michael McElhaney.
Oh, McElhaney, yeah.
Yeah, he's a big guy. TD, I'll tell you something. TD back in the days, he was just so strong. He was like 195 pounds, but he could rep like 530 on the bench, right? He hit so hard, he could.
He was only 195, bro.
Kill you.
He was only 195.
Huh?
He was only 195 pounds.
Yeah, he's heavier than that now.
Oh.
But back in them days, he weighed 195. And
how tall is he?
The black sheets call him super honky.
Yeah. How tall is he? About how tall?
So he's about 5'9", maybe.
Oh, he's not real tall.
Maybe 5'10".
Okay. Well, that's a healthy honky there. That's a big old healthy honky there. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just, one of them old, he was out of Clovis, outside Fresno. He's one of them country boys, just cock-strong country boy, right?
Right.
And you had another guy, Billy Ray. Billy Ray was kind of a big guy. He's the one that did the surgery.
Surgery.
And that big old dude that was bringing product into the joint out there in the state.
I heard something.
And he's a big old boy, healthy youngster.
What do you mean he did surgery? I heard about that.
Pay taxes.
Yeah, but what do you mean he did the surgery? I think I heard. Explain that to us.
Well, what happened is this guy didn't want to. If you're going to bring dope in on a yard that's controlled by somebody else, you gotta cut him off a piece of it. That's all there is to it. And then you're protected and everything's good and all that, right?
Right.
So this guy, he's a big old dude and youngster, strong, jack and iron and good size and everything, all that. And he just got it in his mind that somehow he's above all that, or he's a big old touch hog or something. So he ain't got nothing to worry about apparently.
Right.
So they waited for him to go out and get another load, come back in from the vision room with a belly full of balloons. And then a dude rolled in there and killed him, cut his belly open, and pulled his guts out and pulled all the balloons out of his intestines.
I heard about this happen.
Left him laying there on the bed like that.
I heard about it. Where the hell did this happen, though? Was it a state joint?
Yeah, it was either Clinton or Folsom.
I heard about that.
That took place. That actually happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The message there is, it don't matter how big you are, how tough you are. You could have a couple of motherfucking psychotic smurfs on you with butcher knives, and you're through stepping.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it, right?
Who would have thought to go into a guy's stomach to try to retrieve balloons? I wonder how that worked out.
He didn't try to retrieve balloons. He retrieved all the balloons.
Jesus. Wouldn't that take somebody with a little bit of knowledge about, that? I don't think I'd want to try to make...
Not too much. You eat the shit, it goes down to your belly and your intestines. All you do is zip them open, grab the intestines, pull them out, cut them open like a big old sausage, and just squeeze it and pull on it, and they're going to pop right out.
Wow, dude. You know what? That's ridiculous. Man, it sounds like...
No, it ain't ridiculous. It's somebody serious that wants his end.
It's amazing.
That's all, and they're
it's like
making
he was doing an autopsy on the guy while he was alive. You know what I mean?
No, he was dead. He killed him.
Well, I'm just saying, right?
And then cut him open, and then popped all the shit out.
Wow. Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. You know, the shit gets brutal, right?
I guess.
You know, it's. I remember one time I was talking to a dude. He. This one, there was all that racial static going on with the BGFs and all that.
Right.
And this dude, and this BGF dude was a big dude, big old gunned up, lifting weights, all that, dangerous, you know, pushing steel and all that. And another dude rolled up on him, and while the BGF dude was locked in his cell, and he ran up on him with a bucket of gasoline, and looked at him. Dude looked at him, and he's got the bucket and he's got the fucking matches. And the dude looked at him, BJF dude looked at him and says, man, hey man, not like this. You know, and dude says, yeah, it is like this. And torched him, burned him up, burned him alive, man.
Yeah, I've been. Well, that's what Steve did. Remember, you were like a witness for Steve.
Steve Payton.
Yeah, I was telling that story to people.
He killed that guy in Atlanta like that.
Yeah, his name was.
That's when he called us all down there as his witness. They took everybody to Fulton County Jail except for me and Jive. They took us to the AW building in Atlanta.
Yeah, I remember. Hey, that was crazy, man. There was one witness. He was named Pretty Willie. Pretty Willie was an ugly motherfucker.
Pretty Willie.
Yeah, he was ugly as sin, man. He claimed that he said he was standing on the flats with his back to the wall, and he could see all the way up to the 5th tier. And he said he seen Steve throw the gasoline on that dude. I forgot the guy's name now, but he said he saw it, and they bring the jury into C block, and they tell him, look, stand with your back against the wall and look up and see if you could see the 5th tier. And they couldn't. It was impossible. For one thing, there were screens going from the 2nd tier all the way up to the 5th tier. So even if there weren't, I don't think he could have saw anything. So they just threw the case out, you know.
Yeah.
That's probably why you didn't get called to testify. You know what I mean?
I was in a control unit with Steve.
That was his second murder, bro.
From the Marion control unit.
Yeah, I mean, that was his second murder, too. He had one in Leavenworth. He killed a guy. He stabbed him to death. He never got tried on that one either, you know.
Yeah. So, you know, that's just how that stuff works, right? Yeah. I remember when I got to Leavenworth in '83, there had been some static going on with some, other crews, DC Blacks and other stuff. And so when I finally got out of Building 63 in Leavenworth and they let me out on the main line, the main DC Black dudes were there. And I know all these guys. I know them from the control. You know, we've been cool for years and all that. And one dude came up to me and he's named Lulu, and he told me,
yeah, I remember Lulu.
He said, hey, how you doing, John? I said, I'm good. He says, we'd like to keep it peaceful here if possible. I said, you guys serious? He says, yeah. I said, all right. We shook hands and we were good, right?
Right.
But they aren't going to just take me at face value and trust that. I'm not going to do the same thing with them, right?
Right.
So I was over in D block, those little tiny cells, and I had a chain and a lock. You know, that's how you chain your cells shut and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And so what I'd do is I would crack my door during the day. I'd open it up just wide enough so I can slide through fast, sideways, move through fast, sideways.
Right.
But you can't shut it, can't slam it shut, and you can't open it anymore. And I got it like that, just in case somebody comes up and throws a bucket of gasoline in there.
Right.
I can shoot out of the cell real quick.
You got it.
But it's only open just enough that if you want to come in here, especially if you got a crew with steel.
You're only going to come in one at a time. Yeah, you're only coming one at a time.
They can only come one at a time, and it's a real narrow opening, and I got me a fucking Roman short sword. I'm going to be burning your ass up in that crack, right?
Right. Hey, man, did Lulu catch a murder there or what?
Him and some other guys caught a murder on another black kid there. I don't know if they were ever tried on it.
I heard about it. If what I heard was true, they raped him and killed him.
Yeah, it was like a sexual thing, a rape thing and all that. I guess the kid was out of Wisconsin.
Wow.
and that you know, they just abused them, and
Why'd they
it
kill
was
him?
a rape thing and all that, and they ended up going down to the control unit for it.
I remember that, but I'm saying, like, wow, man, like, raping them, that's one thing, but then killing them, you know, like, what the fuck,
Huh?
man? I was thinking, what, that doesn't usually happen. People, you know, get raped. That don't even happen that much. But somebody gets raped and murdered, that's pretty crazy.
Well, I think they probably killed him to shut him up,
Wow.
you know, and keep the drama down,
And there
keep all
wasn't,
the talking
and they
down
didn't
stuff.
get charged, huh?
I don't know. I know they were convicted
Yeah, yeah.
in the prison court, and they were sent down to Marion Control Unit because I was down there with them.
Right, I was there too. I remember. Yeah, I just thought
And
that
I
was.
knew Lulu and some of the other guys. I knew them prior. I'd been in the control unit with them before, right?
Was Lulu? That's his real last
So,
name or what?
huh?
Was Lulu his real last name or his nickname?
No. His name's Joe Marshall.
Okay.
He was a good guy. I don't know what all happened with that situation
Yeah.
in Leavenworth at the time. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't know. I just know what the allegations were, and I know what they convicted him for in the prison courts and sent him down to the control unit. But the actual facts of it and all that, I don't know. You know, it's just some more grapevine penitentiary rumor shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of times that stuff's wrong.
Yeah, I heard about it.
So, you know, I don't know what really happened. I know, but I've been knowing Lulu a long time, and Lulu was, you know, he was a convict. He was solid. He was all of that. You know what I mean?
What about Henry B? You remember Henry
Him,
B?
I knew some of the older heads. Lulu, Naughty,
Naughty.
Cockeye, Cadillac, you know, just a bunch of them. A Lump,
Who?
Joe James, Henry B.
Henry
Man,
B.
I go back decades with these guys, man.
Yeah.
We were cool. We were really cool. I remember times when Cadillac would be going up and down the tier. He's a porter. He's got a big trash bag.
1 minute left.
Big trash bag he's dragging behind him full of booze. And he stopped at my house, filled my cup up, and I'm giving him joints. I got the weed. I got him passing weed out to his homeboys and everybody else on the tier.
Wow.
We just smoking weed, drinking booze, bumping music, and hanging out. It's cool, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just too bad what happened to him, man. It was one of them things that just went too far. You couldn't bring it back, man.
No, sir.
All right, they're going to cut us off, man. You have a good day.
I'll talk to you,
tomorrow.
bro. All right, talk to you, man.
All right, later.
Yeah, we just went back a long way, man. Some crazy, crazy things happened, man. Amazing. Amazing. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment, ask a question. We'll be back.